welcome back to Primetime Live Sports Podcast. I'm Pierre, aka Mr. DangerousParadise, and aka I don't have no hoes. We're gonna get into Kobe accolades. I just want y'all to really know what he really did for like the league. As him being like the connection to like Michael Jordan, as like people calling him his clone, pretty much. The man was a beast, man. He was hard work and dedication. You think about the 81-point game. You think about, the 13th pick in the 1996 draft. And, that draft was filled with great players like Steve Nash and Allen Iverson, Ray Allen. I'm trying to think who else was in it. It was like that draft was full of just talent. So just think about. Let's talk about that. Okay, so the 81-point games, but boy. He didn't pass the ball to nobody that game. I think he had like 81 points and probably like 2 assists at that game. And then he was at the line most of the night because they was fouling him. It was through the era when he was like by himself, so he didn't have no help at that point. So pretty much, him playing the Toronto team with Chris Bosh, I think that boy Mo Pete and a couple other different players. He went hard. He was trying to get them boys to the playoffs. And that was probably like the same year. It was the same year he what did he do? He got in a little trouble, but we ain't gonna speak about that because he beat that, and he went on like a tear on many different teams in that year. He got them. He lost the MVP race that year to Steve Nash. Shout out to Steve Nash. 5-time champion. 2000 through 2002 with him and Shaq. That was a beautiful year. They rode his production. He did his thing. Shaq was like the beast out there. I remember one year, the year they played Indiana, Shaq almost fouled. He did foul out at that. And, he just kept it going. Kobe took over and just became a dog, just dogging everybody. Also, man, he was 2-time finals MVP against in 09 and 10. So, like, he couldn't be stopped, man. The man was on the tear, man. NBA MVP 08, NBA All-Star. He was a 4-time NBA All-Star MVP. So, like, that was just him dominating the league, like he was on the tear. NBA, think about this, NBA all defensive first team 9 times in a row. He didn't get the defensive player like Mike, but he was on there at least 9 times. Bro was strapping up. Like Kobe was the type of player, man, if you ever seen him play, like he may have scored a bunch, but he was going to guard the best player on the opposing team. Like if you're going off, Kobe's going to take the assignment on himself and go for you. You know what I'm saying? Also got to mention the 1997 Slam Dunk Contest champion, man. He did that, man. Fresh out of high school, killing. Also, man, this is a Naismith player, prep basketball player of the year, high school player overall, And just Kobe, just an overall champion, man. NBA scoring title 06 and 07. Murdering the league, man. I think he dominated the league with like, I'm not gonna say 35, it was like 35 plus, man. He was giving them hell, man. If you ever seen it, you will be amazed, man. Kobe was just a dog. I'm gonna speak, I have a Lakers hat on right now. Also gonna talk about, he also was up for many different roles, man. Kobe turned down a lot of roles. You seen him on Moesha, you seen him on a lot of different things. Kobe was rapping too, man. Like Kobe was just living his best life as a young man, man. We really see him grow in the public eye. And that's pretty much why people all heard about it, because you see a kid come out of high school at 17, 96, man. He navigated the trenches from then on to up until now, in the league, And, it's certain things he did that was questionable for like, for like the streets and whatnot, You say he told on Shaq and whatnot, but who cares about that, man, We all love Kobe, man. He was like the big brother that could hoop at the man in high school. So you knew what time it was, man. I have the honor of sharing a special story about this jersey that was behind me, man. And about I can't think what year it was, man. Atlanta hosted the All-Star game, and I'm a little kid, man. Shout out my pops, man. I'm a little kid. He took me to the game, the whole All-Star thing, man. And I was telling my homies how All-Star game was recorded earlier that day, and I'm at home, I'm in the stands, you feel me, looking at myself in the stands because the game was already recorded, and we had already, been there and back. Man, I froze when I met this guy, man. I couldn't get MJ's, I couldn't move when MJ came around me, man. It's one of the biggest, like, regrets as a kid, You see these guys, I'm only an 8th grader, whatnot, and they look like big poster cars moving around. They look like giants, I met Tracy McGrady. He signed one of his T-Mac bands I have it put up at the house. I had a Jordan towel, man, that came with some 18.5s or something like that, man. I froze, man, like, but I did meet Kobe. I met Kobe, T-Mac, KG, Tim, all them guys, man. I have like the Polaroid pictures, man. You know, we can add that to the film if you want to. But I walked up with Kobe, man, and you know, I wasn't scared of Kobe, man, because I felt like at that time, you know, Michael Jordan was the pinnacle of everything I had like thought of basketball, but I knew Kobe was that man at the same time. So when I met Kobe, man, I shook his hand. It was nothing but an understanding that as a kid, like, he was nothing but positive energy at that, man. Y'all thought he was cocky and whatnot, but me, him as an 8th grade kid, man, it blew my mind because, you know, that sticks with you for life, you know. And it's one of my fondest memories. I met Kobe when I was in 8th grade, man, and to see bruh pass is kind of sad. Let God be with him. And you know, and next we're gonna get into some of these NBA scores. Alright, man, we're gonna come back, man, in a few minutes with some more information on NBA stats that happened on the following day after Kobe passed. Bryant Live.